At the end of every spring, dads get to enjoy a special day dedicated entirely to being a father. Hello, I'm 13 on your side meteorologist Blake Hansen and the resident on-air dad. Whether it's sharing a favorite pastime, thinking of the perfect Father's Day gift, or even a friendly father-son competition, we're going to spend the next 30 minutes sharing stories of great dads and their kids for Father's Day. Living up to a father's legacy isn't always the easiest thing to do, especially if your dad was an NBA All-Star. But for Max Marley and his basketball career, the only way that made sense was following in his dad's footsteps.
Central Michigan freshman guard Max Marley loved his first college basketball season in Mount Pleasant.
It's awesome. It's everything I dreamed of.
Marley has big dreams, and he's already turned some heads as he continues to live them.
From day one, he doesn't back down from anything, and every time he touches the court, he's ready to compete.
That competitive drive comes from his dad, who just so happens to be CMU legend and former NBA All-Star Dan Marley.
I mean, I grew up with pressure throughout my life just because of my dad.
But now it's his dad who's feeling the pressure every time he watches his son play.
Most nervous of my life. Honestly, I'm so proud of him because what he's been able to accomplish so far.
Max got the starting nod in 17 games as a freshman, but it was not just the name on the back of his jersey that looked familiar.
I kind of wanted him to make his own path.
Max received Central Michigan's and his father's blessing to unretire Thunder Dan's historic number 44 from the rafters of McGurk Arena, so he could sport the number as well.
And they asked me, they're like, do you want to change your number for sure? And I was like, yeah, let's go 4-4. And I remember I called my dad. I was like, hey, how do you feel about that? He's like, that's awesome. If you're ready for it, take it. I was like, I got it.
And all Dan has is a big smile on his face.
When I see the games and the 44 and the Marley running up down the floor, it's pretty cool.
Like father, like son.
I think about it a lot too, because same school, same number my dad wore. It's almost like I'm a mini him on the court. So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
And just like his dad at Central, Max hopes to leave his own legacy as a Chippewa.
I just want to grow as a person, to be more mature and help my teammates out. Next year when I'm a little older, there'll be new freshmen here. So I want to be someone that's known as a leader on the court, on and off the court.
Now, Max didn't play his second year at Central Michigan due to injury and then transferred to North Dakota State University ahead of the 2025-26 season. Kids constantly imitate their fathers, and this next story is no different. Let's meet a father-son duo just recently started competing together in a sport that Dad has always loved.
Like father, like son. Eric Scott started his journey of powerlifting 10 years ago. It's a passion that has strengthened ever since.
It grows every single day just because every day in the gym I'm pushing myself to do something that I haven't in the past, and it's just something I enjoy to be able to pass on to people.
Powerlifting is a sport involving 3 tests of strength: the bench press, squat, and deadlift. There's one special person Eric has passed this passion on to, his 6-year-old son, Abel.
Ever since he was little, he would come to the meets with me, and there's a couple times where he just wanted to bench press. We have videos of me, setting him on my chest and we're benching together, and everybody got a kick out of it.
It's very fun to lift with him, and I wanna lift a lot more than I can right now when I'm older.
Earlier this year, Eric and Abel competed together for the first time at the Metal Militia Powerlifting Federation National Meet.
Come on, Eric, you got
Eric qualified for his 4th consecutive world championship in the professional division with a 500-pound raw bench press. Abel bench pressed 25 pounds, earning his first nod to the world championships in the amateur division. As they prepare for the World Championships at the end of the year, their training regimens drastically differ.
Training-wise, I just keep it really simple for him. A lot of push-ups. He does bench press. I just keep the weight very low, and we just focus on form, and everything should be perfect.
And Abel has his eyes on the prize.
I like to get stronger. That I like to get medals.
It just means the world to me that you know, he does something that we can share together. Seeing him succeed, seeing how happy he is, when we go to the meets, seeing him succeed and everybody else cheering him on and telling him how great he is, that's just, nothing beats that.
When a father-daughter relationship is built on baseball, a little rivalry is to be expected. But when you were both legendary high school pitchers and related to a Hall of Famer, that rivalry can lead to some memorable moments.
It'll be fun.
Having a catch with Dad.
How you feeling after yesterday?
Good.
It's a time-honored tradition.
It's just our relationship that we've had since she was a little kid.
That's not just about throwing and receiving.
I definitely look up to him a lot.
It's more about
Probably haven't thrown this much in a while, huh?
connecting.
How fun to have a father-daughter relationship where you have that, you know, game in common.
Change up.
For Michaela Thompson.
Oh, you know my changeup's better than yours.
And her dad, Jesse.
There's a little bullying going on.
Cantankerous.
Ooh.
Dropped
First
it.
one to drop it.
Best describes their catch.
She's competitive, I'm competitive.
These two throw more at each other
She doesn't throw hard enough for me to get equipment.
than just the ball.
Why does sometimes that you throw your glove off? Because your hand hurts.
Trash talk aside,
I'm taking notes right now.
or not,
Too bad it ain't coming from the over the top.
this father-daughter duo has a lot in common.
There you go. Good take.
They're both high school pitching legends. For 4 years, she had one focus.
Striking them out.
When her high school career was over, she definitely put the K in Michaela.
I know, right?
She's one of Michigan's all-time strikeout leaders.
Sometimes it doesn't seem real, but then you look at it and you're like, wow, I actually really did that.
Right in the glove.
Jesse was also the ace of the staff.
Team MVP a couple years. I had some school records at the time, and I broke the record for wins in a season.
Both won district championships, and they're both lefties.
It's a bloodline, I think. It goes back to Carl Hubble, who's a Hall of Famer.
They're related to a legend.
My mom's maiden name is Hubble.
Cousin Carl Hubble is best known for what he did in the 1934 All-Star Game.
Strike three, he's out.
Babe Ruth,
Gary swings, he misses, he strikes out.
Lou Gehrig,
He swings, he's out.
Jimmy Fox
He's struck out.
were among 5 of the game's great hitters he struck out in succession.
I was a baseball pitching lefty. He's a lefty. My daughter's lefty. I actually have a 7-year-old son now that he throws lefty as well. So it almost makes you wonder if there's something there, right?
Nearly 90 years after those heroics,
By the time she's 6 and 7, she was pitching.
Hubble's competitive drive has stayed alive.
He has taught me everything I know about the game.
Outside here and inside, inside, you're going to be fine.
All the way to Jesse's girl.
And since then, it's been me and her.
Competitive.
He texted me one day and was just like, you know, we really have to do this.
Did somebody say
We really have to go out to the field and see if I can hit you or not.
competitive?
She strike out 18 batters in a game, and I'm like, I'll still hit it.
Oh boy.
He still got that power, but I don't know if he got the power with the speed that I have.
Here we go again.
My goal is to hit it over the fence, to be honest.
Every kid wants to kick Dad's butt.
He doesn't know the difference between a 25-mile-per-hour pitch and a 60, 62-mile-per-hour pitch.
There's a daddy-daughter.
She's supposed to strike me out, right? I'm her dad.
Draw a line in the dirt.
All right, let's do it.
Dust up.
The strikeout's just not going to happen.
A Bruin.
1, 2, 3, and he's out.
My swing still looks good.
Time to settle it.
Yeah, right there.
If you brag about it,
Out of respect for what I know Jesse's accomplished, I'll say he might make contact.
they will come.
Secretly, I'm rooting for her all the way.
Michaela had 1,153 career strikeouts.
I got to go swinging.
But the one that matters most is that guy.
But we'll see what happens.
He'll never see the end of it.
Jesse's coached her, never faced her.
She's getting consistently better, and I'm getting consistently older.
With legacies on the line,
All right, we ready?
play ball.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that's close.
First pitch.
Oh, see? She's afraid of me. She's afraid of me.
Next one. Contact.
We got to keep going. New count, new count.
Michaela finds the zone.
All right, that's a good pitch.
Strike one. She's got him now. down 0-2, 1 strike away.
Oh, that's a double! That's a double right there. What's up with the strikeout?
Shut up.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Nice job. You got me with that high heater.
I know.
Like any backyard battle,
Are you giving up? That's it?
they gotta go again.
Oh, you want to keep going?
I don't know. If you want to, we can.
You think?
Inside. Okay, all right, deal.
See, now they're talking. I'm in their head now.
Yeah.
It's a 1-1 count.
Got me with that one.
That whiff means Dad is down to his last strike.
Dad, hit it!
Again. Is this the pitch she'll remember forever?
Uh-oh.
It is.
Uh-oh.
For the wrong reason.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I gave him a few good ones that I probably shouldn't have.
We learned that Dad still got it.
He can have this.
Daughter is more decorated.
I got everything else on him.
The big winner?
You know it's going to be on the news, right?
Gotta be their banter.
Yeah. But so was that ugly swing that you took.
Here we go again.
Told you I wasn't cutting you any slack.
Yeah.
Finding a special bond with Dad doesn't always have to mean sharing a love for a sport. Coming up, we will meet 3 children who connected with their dad through their love of work and recreation. Sometimes looking up to your dad can lead to being just like him. That's what happened to one daughter who took an interest in her dad's job from a very early age.
Good news usually doesn't start here.
No.
Dan Fetau,
40 years as a medic.
could tell you.
Controlled chaos, we like to call it.
No one is closer to the action than Dan.
But the patient will be right here on the stretcher.
And no one is closer to Dan
Yeah, for sure.
than daughter,
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Grace.
I think we're a lot closer than a lot of father-daughter relationships.
I'd say we have a very close bond.
Instead of calling 911, I would just call my dad if something happened, you know? I always admired him for what he did.
She kind of grew up with me doing this job and hearing the stories.
It made me very curious about this whole first responder field.
Most fathers worry about their daughters staying out late.
I'll bring it.
Dan and his
Just double check this.
work the late shift.
This is my partner, Dan. No, this is my dad.
And when we're not working, this is my daughter, Grace.
Here is the place.
If somebody
Take your daughter to work day
2 years ago told me
is every day.
I'd be working with my daughter, I would have probably just laughed and said, yeah, no. I beam with pride, really, when she's like, oh, that was so interesting, that was so cool. Did I do okay?
Before this, I bounced around. I worked at an aquarium for a little bit. A lot of good life skills there, but I knew it wasn't really a career that I wanted.
one day she's like, would you be upset if I wanted to be a paramedic? It was a humbling moment for me, but it was a very proud moment at the same time.
I didn't have any of that initial shock that a lot of people get going into fields like this. It was kind of like, oh yeah, my dad did this like 10 years ago.
While most partners learn to work together,
You gain trust with certain partners,
these two have had 22 years
but I've trusted him my whole life, so
of practice.
it's pretty cool.
No, it's not the usual place we bring you good news. As no parent wants to see their kid in the back of an ambulance.
So we just gotta check all the expiration dates on everything.
But this is one
Should be on the side. I guess I did something right.
who couldn't be more proud.
Kind of makes me proud. Yeah, it doesn't kind of, it really does make me proud.
Finding the perfect Father's Day gift is difficult, but what's even more difficult is figuring out what to get him the year after you already got the perfect gift.
The best Father's Day gift is the one that's not only enjoyed on Dad's big day, but every day after that. The son who turned his father's favorite route into the perfect present. That's pure Michigan. Sometimes exploring the road less traveled is impossible.
I know Michigan very well.
It definitely is for Ivan Kypers.
I've been doing it 41 years.
This trucker has logged many a mile.
I'm right at the 3 million mark, I would say.
He's retiring.
I wanted something to remember what I'd done for so long.
And approached his son Eric with a question.
I said, well, how about filming me or videotaping me going across the bridge?
The more I thought about it, the more I, began to think this is possible.
Eric endured quite the process to pull this off.
I talked to the bridge authority first, and they referred me to the Michigan State Police in St. Ignace, so I called them. They recommended calling the Coast Guard to make sure that they knew we would be below the bridge in a boat.
On top of that, Mother Nature.
I needed the forecast to be just right.
And Dad's driving schedule.
I only cross the bridge once a week on Friday.
The Friday before Father's Day,
They said, okay, let's do it. You know, we got our window.
Eric boated to the middle of the Straits of Mackinac.
I crossed the bridge like 5 a.m.
Then launched his drone.
I was just relying on my monitor.
Here comes Dad.
I could barely make out that it was him.
As he crossed the mighty Mac,
I was in awe.
it was at his mercy.
I looked in my mirror and there was nobody behind me all the way to the middle of the bridge.
This man.
Just a trucker's dream, I guess.
That massive structure.
Coolest thing was when I was going northbound on the bridge, I could see the drone right alongside me.
Majesty.
As soon as I saw the monitor of what the drone was seeing, I thought, oh, this is exactly what I came for.
How's Eric gonna top this?
Can't.
What a way for a Michigan trucker.
It's a good memory.
To ride into retirement.
Something that I'll treasure forever.
Roller coaster is not a term you would want to use to describe your relationship with Dad. This next father-son relationship is full of its ups and downs, but why that is might throw you for a loop.
Ups and downs. Matt Roberts' every day is full of them.
I am the chief trial attorney for the Muskegon County Prosecutor's Office.
Today's ups and downs.
Normally right now I'd be in my suit, I'd be at the office, I'd be working on cases.
Will throw you for a loop.
It's hard not to have fun at an amusement park, right?
Today he's trading in the courtroom for a corkscrew.
The sound the coaster makes, like it's kind of growling.
With his son.
That's just really cool.
Drew.
Growing up, he wasn't into the rides. When he started to like them, it was just like a whole new world opened up.
It's just a really good experience to hang out with my dad.
Bonding with a teenager.
Oh yeah.
Not for the faint of heart, but for Matt and Drew.
You've already done it how many times this year?
Not being faint of heart is how they got their start.
I have an older son, his brother, who does not like roller coasters. My wife doesn't like them either.
This is just our thing.
A thing that's brought them across the country and to a total number of coasters that may lead you to say they're on a roll.
Most people, the idea of going on 100 different coasters, they probably wouldn't do that in a lifetime, and we've done it in the space of a couple of months.
134 times so far this summer, they've entered the lane of the Fast Pass. But for Matt,
I'm most excited for Thunderhawk.
It's a chance to ensure life doesn't pass too fast.
The stuff I deal with on a daily basis is just, sometimes it's just unimaginably horrible. I would say that this is sort of therapy for me. A large part of it is getting to spend time with him.
He's going to have those pictures and he's going to look back on them and it's going to be really great.
Ups and downs are always lurking on the wayside. But on their bench seat for two, it's easy to enjoy the ride.
That's a good motto. Yeah, I could get on board with that.
Being the child of a military dad can be difficult when they are deployed far away from family. Coming up, we'll show you two stories of dads surprising their children with an unexpected return home in front of their entire schools. Having a military dad isn't the easiest thing in the world, but if you need any convincing that the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder, it's true. These next two stories will do just that. We start with a family reunion at Macatawa Bay Middle School.
It seemed like any other day at Macatawa Bay Middle School in Holland.
And then we will start to review what you did over spring break by writing about it in the past tense.
But for Bailey and Brody Greenway, it turned out to be very special.
I saw them walking into the classroom, and I didn't really recognize anybody at first.
Bailey and Brody's dad, Staff Sergeant Kyle Greenway, was making a special stop at his kid's school.
Yeah.
Hi.
He had been deployed across the world in Kuwait.
Staff Sergeant Kyle Greenway.
For 46 weeks.
So I was confused, and then I was like excited, and I didn't really know what to feel. because he was just there.
Just relief, finally have my whole family together again. I had to brace myself because she came at me pretty darn quick. But yeah, relief and just overwhelming joy.
Kyle's been with the National Guard for the past 16 years. His focus, heavy equipment operating. His wife, Ashley, helped set up the surprise.
But it was overwhelmingly exciting as it was getting closer and the date wasn't changing at all.
This is Kyle's second deployment out of the country. While there has been a share of difficulties,
So from the tiniest decisions to the biggest decisions, and it gets overwhelming.
Ashley says she's just glad to have him home.
But I'm very proud of him, and I appreciate everything he does for our family.
Our next military dad took surprising his kids to another level. It took over a month of planning, but when his kids first saw their dad walking through the gym doors at North Muskegon High School, it was all worth it.
The staff at North Muskegon High School has been keeping a secret of massive proportions. A familiar face in full Coast Guard fatigues.
Sitting on this side, so stay on this side.
Jet-lagged after a flight from the base in Bahrain to London into Detroit Metro. Bosun mate First Class Jonathan Hill admits it's the next 5 minutes that will be the most nerve-wracking. That's because the kids he hasn't seen in a whole 365 long days are now only feet away. 15-year-old Landon and 8-year-old Jalea are told to gather in the high school gym for a standard spring break assembly. This moment has been a month in the making. The secret is out. A tearful reunion.
Immediate rush. I was feeling down today because I didn't think I was going to be able to see him for a little while. And then watching him walk in, I was just in so much shock.
I had no words, but I was very excited. I am glad that Daddy was here.
Just to land back in the U.S., but knowing that I was going to see my kids today and almost being tackled by my son, it was the best feeling I've had in a year.
Bringing the true meaning of service and sacrifice.
Welcome home, Dad. It's been a long year of anxiety, and especially in my parents on the other side of the world. So just so glad to see you. Love you.
Into focus.
Sometimes being a father can also mean having fun rivalries with your children. After the break, our very own Dave Kackley. He takes on his son in a father-son battle to be the best on Father's Day. Who will take home the honors? When wrapping up our Father's Day special, we wanted to highlight another one of our dads here at 13 on Your Side. But instead of being honored by his son on Father's Day, Dave Kackley's son wanted to take him down. Check out as Dave takes on his son in a Father's Day challenge that will leave only one man standing.
It's a tale as old as time, a friendly father-son competition. But does Dave still got it, or will his son Max take home the gold?
He's 38 years younger than me. He's taller, he's got hair, but I've got experience, an old man's strength, an old man's speed. He'll get the silver.
On your mark, get set, go!
No. My hamstring's tight. No, I didn't say, look, no excuse. No excuse, it's a reason.
And the winner of round one, Max. It's time for round two, and we're playing some basketball. Dave, what are the rules?
We're playing by 1s to 7. Straight out, call your own fouls, no weak calls. I'm going with the hat, take 10 years off my age. Oh, that's one. Ah! You want me to do that again? Because I can. God I gotta quit doing that. You're totally gonna buy this steak. You did! Oh no! You're self-guarded out there. And one. We're 4. 5-4. Uh-oh. Way downtown! Oh my God, that was from a different area code. No! Uh-oh.
Oh, that's game.
I just never gave up hope. Nice game, Junior.
Max has won one round. Dave won another. It's down to the final round, but it's not all about bronze here at 13 on your side. It's about brains as well. You guys have a math minute, 30 seconds. Whoever can complete the most and complete them accurately, we will be checking your work. And then we have 11 minus 2, 9. And then Dave kept going.
Yes!
Dave is the winner. Oh, you know, it's for Father's Day. It's for Father's Day.
Yes, I love you!
From myself, Blake Hansen, and the rest of 13 on your side, we wish you a very happy Father's Day.